This is a story with more plot twists than the Bible itself. A story with more lies, deceit, deception, everything than any other story that has ever been told in the history of stories being told. This is the story of how yes I, trolled my entire school simultaneously. And trust me, it's a good one. Also make sure to hit the like button and subscribe before you're watching this video. And yeah, watch till the end because things get insane. Okay, before I start the story, I have to have a disclaimer. The story was made under controlled conditions, and I deeply regretted it, trust me. If this was a prank video, it would have gone wrong in the name, okay? Just saying. Anyway, so it first started out when I was sick, and it was like the start of school, so like, I didn't go to school for like 2 weeks because I was like, literally like just couldn't help being sick. Just couldn't help it, man. What is this guy doing? Okay. And so, I am sick, I'm not going to school, and my friend, he comes back from school and it's like, where you at? It's supposed to be at school. I'm not playing video games, what are you doing? And I come up with the joke, hey, I'm leaving school. And he's like, what? What do you mean leaving school? Yeah, he for a second, he told me, for a second, he was like, actually genuinely thought I was leaving school, but then realized, wait, no, this can't be right. Otherwise, we would have heard from the teachers. And then I like said, oh yeah, it was just a joke. But then I realized, genius me realized that, hey, what if I do this to the rest of my friends? Okay, so you're probably wondering, where's the school bit? Did you just clickbait us saying putting school in the title to, like, I guess exaggerate it? But no, you don't realize this. You don't realize this. It gets worse, like way worse. And got him. Okay. So I tell the first victim, the first friend, about the joke. So I say to him, I'm leaving, and he's like, what? When? Since when? You can't be leaving. And he's like a really good friend of mine, so I kind of like felt bad. So I tell him I'm leaving school, and he doesn't really, he just says, oh, good luck in your new school. So then I have to like tell more people. So I told more people. Yes, and I told everyone like different school names because like to like confuse them. So yeah, that was pretty funny. So basically, I heard from the friend that I told it was a joke to. Let's call him Bill. He was in on the joke, and he was gonna be like my spy to like document on all the confusion and stuff. So he says that everyone's making up different stories. So there's one kid who thinks I'm going to what do I call this school? Bad school. We're gonna call it bad school because it is a genuinely bad school. But he thinks I'm going to bad school because for no reason at all. I never said anything about going to bad school, but he just assumes it, I guess. So I'm like, since when was I going to bad school? I never told him anything. Cause like, I told everyone in this Discord group and except him. So yeah, he kind of got a little bit left out, but he heard from my other friends, from the patient zero. Let me just get this guy. Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you at? There you are. Okay, you go into the void. That's where you belong. For the story's sake, let's just call the kid Paul. So yeah, and there's one thing you need to know about Paul. So he like cannot keep a secret. Like he tells every single like living soul in the building, in the proximity of maybe like 50 kilometers. But in this case, he was the perfect candidate for this. I probably should have begun with him, but somehow luck came and he just got to know. And because he was being fed this misinformation of me going to bad school, I think it was pretty good, if you ask me. Things were going great with the joke, but things get way worse. So I tell other kids that I'm going to this school for athletes, this other school for like smart kids, so it's a good school, I guess, and this small school. So small school was a bit of a one-off. I probably shouldn't have said that school because it never ended up like becoming like a big rumor. But the three big schools was school for athletes, good school, and the bad school. So my spy has been documenting what has been happening, and so like it's and he's been like saying, oh, it's the funniest stuff that's been happening. You've been missing out, Trims, and like yeah. But he's also been like trying to like increase like the lie, like tell more lies, and like kind of confuse more people. So that was pretty cool. Yeah, shout out to you, Bill. You know who you are. The idea of the joke was that it was gonna stay in my friend group, as well as just being handled remotely. So like, instead of just me heading to school and like trying to convince people, I just went online, because you can't really tell about people online. You know what I mean? Okay, let's just get this guy. Thank you for the diamonds. What a kind person. Oh, well. Gonna put that there. Why were you hitting me with a block? Why? Oh my gosh. So, it was going all to plan. People were getting confused. There were some skeptics, but yeah. That was really it. And, so... This isn't the interesting part, by the way. And... Can you, like, get down from there? Yeah. Get back over here. Come on. This is not Fortnite. Who said this was Fortnite, okay? Oh my god. Now, at this point, everything was going fine until this one event changed the whole scene. I went to the doctors. So, I went to the doctors, and they were like, and to like see why I'm sick, if it's like an infection and stuff, because like I've been sick for a really long time, and like my dad's like, oh my gosh, school's important, you can't just stay at home forever. And I'm like, and so the doctor at the start of the week is just like, you don't have to go to school. So that's why I decided to do this, because just to like entertain me while I'm like just doing random stuff. And he disconnected before he hit the void. Well, good for him. So I then go back to the doctors, because the doctor said you need to go back to just like have a checkup. And this was, I wish the checkup never existed, because it ruined the whole plan. I went back there, and I'm gonna void. So I went to the doctors, and then they start saying, wait, Trims, you're fine. There's nothing suspicious in your throat, because I had like a really bad cough, really persistent. There's no infection. You can just go to school. And I'm like, no. There must be a mistake. I have to have at least 7 different types of diseases. There's no way it was just all a mistake. You can't just like tell me I might be in trouble, and then just instantly say, oh, whoopsies. We kind of like messed up, did a little oopsie. Don't worry, everything's fine. Because now I did all this, I made the joke. What am I gonna say when I get back? So like, let me just get this bed. They don't care about their bed. Wow, they don't care. They're just going. So I had to go to school because my dad wasn't letting me stay home for another like 2 days, which was how long until the week ended, and all I needed to do was survive the week, man. All I needed to do was just survive the week. So I jump into the call with one of my friends, and I'm like, Bill, I have some bad news. He's like, what? I'm going back to school, and he instantly knew why this was bad. And if you don't know why this is bad, let me just educate you, okay? So we speculated that for the worst possible case scenario, okay? And we decided that the worst possible case scenario would be that, why are you drinking when you're just being stabbed? That's not how video games work. You don't just do that. What was he thinking? And so we predicted that the worst possible scenario was that everyone would be asking which school I was going to, and the lie, all the confusion, because remember we were like saying different schools to confuse people, would like die at. And so we decided that if they start asking that question, we tell them and stick to one school. And guess which school we stuck to? School for Athletes. Because like you can't confuse people like that. And so we made the decision, and we were going to mention the School for Athletes because I think I told the most people that. So yes, we talked for like an hour about this, and we made the decision. But okay, disclaimer: what the worst case scenario was not the worst case scenario. Okay, as Murphy's Law says, all that can go wrong will go wrong, and you know what happened? Everything went wrong. Everything. So I couldn't sleep that night because like I was like stressing. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna say? So I go to school and like expect like literally everyone to like be going insane. Like, oh my gosh, Trim, you're leaving. You're leaving. What is this? What is this? What is this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Oh my gosh. Ooh. 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 So people are like, oh my gosh, Trim, you're leaving. A few of my friends and stuff like that. But nothing really big happens. The teachers don't know. Other people that aren't in my friend group don't know. But then it gets bad. So I go to class, right? I go to my first class. I tell this kid, right? He's I guess a bit of a close friend. What is this kid? What is this kid doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What do you think was gonna happen? What do you think was gonna? Okay. Anyways, so I tell this kid, and there's one thing you need to know about this kid. He has a lot of like I guess coverage around the school. So he like, and he also is he's pretty extroverted. So he talks to a lot of people, and tea is his thing. That's just the norm for him. So I, being the person that loves telling people secrets and loves knowing secrets, just full on just say, oh, I'm leaving school, by the way. He's a friend, so like I don't really think it's a misplay. What are you doing? What are you can't just run away from me once you like engage in PvP combat. It's not how this thing works. What? Snag? Okay, never mind. So I tell him, and he's like, whoa, no, I'm gonna miss you so much and stuff like that. So yeah, that's fine. And then I go to, I guess, I'm pretty sure it was like English or something. I go to English, and all hell breaks loose. The kid, he says this. Oh, by the way, everyone, did you know that Trim's here? He's leaving school. He's leaving school. I know, it's insane. Please, Aussie Ping. Why? Okay, thank you. So like, I'm like, no, this is not supposed to happen. This was never brought in. This should never have been told. Why? I thought I could trust you. I thought I could trust you. And did I get him? Question mark? Yeah, let's go. So I look at him, and everyone is like, oh my gosh, Trips, you leaving? Oh my gosh. It's everyone's like, and then the teacher's like, wow, you're leaving. Now this is the English teacher, and he's a pretty cool guy, honestly. And so I don't know what to say. Do I tell him? I can't tell him in front of my friends, so I decided to like play along and say, yes, I'm leaving, with a very like faint hint of uncertainty in my voice, because like I don't want teachers to like get a hold of this, otherwise they may actually think I'm leaving, and like stuff is bad things will happen. Oh wow, he just died, so I can. Wow, what a delivery! What an angel, eh? So I play along, my friends play along, and I look at the spy, and he's just like, he does not. He's like, this is a bad idea. You should not have played along. And looking back at it now, the events that unfold after this, I should have not played along, okay? So here's the thing. Now, if I didn't have a mask on at this time, it would have been pretty obvious I'm just kidding. Because whenever I'm lying, I'm a bad liar when it comes to this. So masks were my friend here. But in disguise, they were actually my enemy. Masks were a double-edged sword. They protected the lie, but the events unfolded only happened because the mask existed. So everyone knew at this point, and people were like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna miss you so much, Trims. Can you please calm your phone? Can you please calm your phone? I repeat, can you please calm your phone? Thank you very much. I'll just reside in your bed. Come on. GG. So after the whole commotion, we just like sit down and just like do our work. And after the class, I talk to my spy, and he's just like, "Why did you play along? I don't think you should play along. This is getting too far. The whole school is going to know because like there's a lot of kids with a lot of like coverage of the school. So this word could spread. A small joke turned into a big joke. This was not like planned." So I go to my friends and the spies like friends as well. They're my friends as well. Just saying. And we like sit together and we're like, when go to bed, let's go. They said like if I'm going to like tell them, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to it. I've gone too far for the content. And they look at me like with uncertainty in their eyes and in their voice. They're like, okay, Trims, if that's what you want to do, you do you. I'm not gonna judge you about it. So I continue the joke. When we're in science, someone tells my science teacher. I did tell my science teacher that it was a joke because they pulled me over saying, "Are you actually leaving school?" And I'm like, "No, it's a joke. It's a big joke. Don't worry. And they're like, "Oh, okay." And I told her to play along. She said, "Yeah, of course," because like my science teacher, she's like really cool. So that's pretty nice. I realize, and you realize my mistake. I should have told my English teacher this after class, but I didn't because like I'm an actual like idiot. Because what happens next is completely my fault. I go to PE and my PE teacher finds out, and when it comes to lunchtime, this is where I literally messed up. So I don't know why I tried like convincing other people outside of my friend group to like that it wasn't a joke, because this is when I could have told the English teacher that it was a joke, but I didn't. So he pulled me up with an assistant and said, "Hey, guess what? Trim's over here. He's leaving." And like, and they ask, "What school are you going to?" And I say St. Norbert's, because like nothing's going through my head. I think I'm still trying to like, I guess I was panicking that people were around me, but no one was around me. I should have realized that, and I tell them to their face that I'm not lying. I'm leaving, and this is the worst thing I could have possibly done was do this. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What? Since when? Oh my gosh. So I walk away from that, and this is where I started realizing, if I actually did this, things will get bad. So I told the spy, "Hey, I think I should tell the English teacher, eh?" And he's like, "Yes, but I never got the time to, because the next day, I go to school, right? And I have English again. So the English teacher, he's like, "Okay, you gotta get ready for your new school, haha, Trims. Yep, that's what has to happen." And like, what? Ink! Oh my gosh, bed's gone. Bed's gone. Bed's gone. Oh! So, during electives, the next day, and my supposed last day of school, my teacher goes to my friends, and because I think at this point he's suspecting something. Something's not right here. What is going on? Hey, hey, what? What? I love Aussie Ping. I love Aussie Ping. We killed each other. Goes to my friend and he asks, is Trims actually leaving? And then my friend says no, like he should. But then this is where things get bad. So my spy told me that what is this? What is this? Okay, got him. My friend told him that it was a big lie, that I was trying to prank my friends, and then he said that the look on the English teacher's face, he was not happy. He was not happy about this because apparently, so I'm in the accelerator, right? I'm in this like place for like smart kids and like nerds. So I'm in that class, and apparently he took me out of the class because he actually thought I was leaving. And then, good job. And then he just like also gave my locker to someone else. And so he had to like reverse everything he did for me because of this one small minuscule joke that isn't actually small minuscule. It was very big. I had messed up, and honestly, if I was a teacher, I would have just kicked me out. Honestly, I did not deserve to be in that class. If this is what I did, because I did a lot of mistakes. But this isn't the worst case scenario. This is probably the second worst case scenario, because I still kept it accelerated. Don't worry, the story has a good ending. But I did not have a locker. I had to go into the like homeless shelter. It's basically like this like storage room where everyone without lockers just resides. But like, oh my god. So I had to be there for longer, and I guess that was bad. But I kind of liked the homeless shelter, so I'm not really phased. I'm still in the homeless shelter to this day. But yeah, I almost like ruined my life over one simple prank that went bigger than it should have gone, because all I was supposed to do was just keep it to my friend group. And like, yeah, and what I should have done is not like, I should have told everyone to like not make a big fuss about it, because I forgot to say that. And you know, yeah, you're not gonna like, so it's pretty optimal. Right now, I'm in a pretty good position at the same time, yeah. And that is the story of how I trolled my entire school simultaneously. If you want, you can watch like the remainder of the game. I'll still keep it up and running. You can just like continue watching it, and yeah. So enjoy. That's bad. That's very bad. What is this bed defense, man? The thing you've all been waiting for right now is probably the reaction of my friends, because that's the whole point of this joke. It was for my friends, not for anyone else. And this is probably the saddest ending we'll ever hear. When I went back to school, there was only probably like 2 people that really cared. And then everyone else was like, oh, you're back? And I'm like, yeah, it's a prank, haha, funny. And I'm like, oh, okay. And they just walked away. It was very sad. It was very sad. And do I feel like it's worth it? Yes and no. Yes, because I did get a few good reactions, you know. The kid, let's say Paul, you know him, we know him. He's our favorite guy, man. He's like, oh my gosh, Trims, I panicked so hard. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, sorry, man. Like, I was bored, okay. I didn't actually say that, but I'm like, yeah, I'm back. It's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. So it was kind of mixed, like things, like, how do I put it? Mixed feelings about me being back, because not like people who did not want me back. I mean, there probably was a few, but they didn't like openly say, "Oh my gosh, Trims, you're back!" No, life was so good without you, and something like that. But one kid was like, oh my gosh, Trims, I want to punch you now. You've ruined everything. You've ruined anything. Where is this my friend at? Okay, let's go with the ladder clutch. That's how we do it. If you want to know my English teacher's reaction of going to I guess pranking the whole school, trolling him, they said, "Oh, it's the new kid." It was pretty funny. So he obviously got over it, which was pretty cool. That would be pretty mean, pretty rude. Oh, whoopsies! Did I get him? Got him. Let's go. And got him. Let's go. GG's, everyone. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Pretty satisfying win. Anyways, yep, that's just the story. The story of that tragic experience. The only time where a prank went wrong. Anyways, if you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, because yes, it will support my channel, help me out a lot. And if you want more videos like these, you know, just that's why you should like. That's why I know. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. See ya.